So I'm just starting tonight's dinner and I'm going to be making a curry. So I've got 2 large onions softening in my pan. I've got some chilli powder, some curry powder. I've got some cumin, some ground coriander, plum tomatoes and coconut milk. I've got a chilli, some garlic, and I've also got some chicken breast that needs using up. So I was going to make a lentil curry, but the chicken needs using, so I'm going to be popping that in there as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to add some lentils or chickpeas to it as well, just to kind of bulk it up and add a little bit more fibre. But this is the start, so I think I'm going to put about 4 cloves worth of garlic, and then I'm going to put a teaspoon each of the spices, so hot chilli, curry, maybe half a teaspoon of hot chilli because I have got a whole chilli as well. And then I'm going to add in my plum tomatoes, my coconut milk, some salt and pepper, and that's probably about it, but I'll show you as I go. Browned off my spices. Now I'm going to add my chicken and let that get a little bit browned before adding my coconut milk and my tomatoes, and then once everything's cooked I'll taste it and see if I need to add anything else. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I might actually put a teaspoon or so of turmeric in here as well. And I'm going to add my coconut milk, and then I'm just going to pop the lid on and let it cook for probably about another half an hour on really low, just so all those flavours combine. Whoa. And this is the exact same recipe that I was going to use, using lentils instead of the chicken, but like I said, the chicken needed using up. So if you wanted to, you could just replace the chicken with lentils and have a completely like meat and dairy free curry. Again, should have probably used a bigger pan. I'm going to continue to stir this through, and then I'm going to leave the lid off so that it will reduce down a little bit. I'm just going to leave it on really, really low, and it will thicken up nicely. So for dinner tonight I have done the boys kind of like a fillet of fish, which is like a McDonald's burger, fish burger they do in case you don't go to McDonald's. So we've got some fish portions, we've got a cheese slice. They've actually got spicy mayo because I haven't got any tartar sauce, so I'll put that in there as well. And then with that I've just done some potato waffles, and that's what the boys are having for their dinner tonight. Nice and simple and quick and filling as well. And yeah, they're having 2 each because, well, the older 2 are. Oscar's not having buns or anything, but the older 2 are going to have 2 each because they're hungry teenagers. So we're just starting tonight's dinner, and we are making a pasta dish with some of this Vivera plant bacon, the smoky sizzlers. So we've got some peppers in here, we're going to put some red onions, some garlic, we've got some whole wheat pasta, and then we've got a dairy-free cream cheese with garlic and herbs, and we're going to mix that through it as well, and then mix it all together. So here we are plated up. So we've got our pasta mixed in with this free from coconut oil alternative to garlic and herb soft cheese. We've got the Vivera bacon bits, some red pepper, red onion, whole wheat pasta, and then we're going to put some salt and pepper on the top. And that is what is for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner I've got a salad with 1 southern fried chicken breast, 1 macaroni like little cheese bake thing. What are they? Macaroni cheese bake, I don't know. Anyway, I chopped that up, chopped up a chicken thing, We've got some lettuce, tomato, cucumber, red onion, we've got some rocket. I've put some Nando's chili jam and some spicy mayo. And that's what we've got for dinner tonight. So just a quick and easy meal tonight for the boys. They have got some part-baked rolls, and in here there is some feta cheese, some lettuce, and I've just done them some bacon and some skinny fries, and I've got to try and get this shut, but this is what they're having tonight. So for tonight's dinner we have got a mixed salad. So we've got some harissa salmon, we've got lettuce, some cucumber, we've got spring onions, rocket. We've also got some of this vegan halloumi, we've just put a few chunks of that in, and some of these Florida fire pit spiced spicy potato bites. These are the ones that we were gifted by Cheshire Farm. Just pop those in the oven. So we sprinkled that over our salad as well, and then as always I've put some avocado on top. We've got some vegan yogurt in there, and we've also got some of the sweet fig glaze that I'm absolutely obsessed with and put on everything. So this is what we've got for dinner tonight. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner. I've just put some whole wheat pasta in our massive pot. It's just whole wheat pasta. And we are having some falafel and some corn Swedish style meatballs. If you've seen my recent food haul, you'll know that I wanted to use up some bits. So we already had these, but there weren't enough in here for 5 of us. So I've also bought some of these falafel, and I'm just going to cheat and just use a couple of these Tesco bolognese sauces, top it with some cheese, and there you go. And hopefully we're going to have some pasta left over to make some lunch for tomorrow. So that's what we're having. I'll show you it once it's all ready. So here is our vegetarian meatball dish. So we've got some corn meatballs, we've got some falafel, some whole wheat pasta and some tomato sauce. And then we've also got a little bit of cheese to grate on top if anybody wants it. That's what we've got for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner we've got another one of my freezer use-ups. I found a bag of the Tesco sausages right at the bottom of my freezer underneath all the ice and things. So I've used those. Some chips. They've just got a little bit of salt and chilli seasoning. I've got some spaghetti hoops, and then we've got some mushrooms in the fridge that also need using up. So I'll pop those in the oven as well. And this is what's for dinner tonight. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner, and I'm putting some roasted I'm putting some vegetables in the oven. They're not roasted yet. We've got leeks, peppers and mushrooms. We've got some potatoes in the microwave that we are then going to finish off in the oven. And that's as far as we've got really. I'm not sure what else we're going to use up, but I'm starting with the veg. So for tonight's dinner we have got some mackerel that I've had in the freezer, still using up bits. We've got some roasted peppers, mushrooms, leeks. That's it actually. And then we've got a sweet potato jacket, and that was really tiny, so I've also got a normal potato jacket, and that is what is for dinner tonight. So I got these in Iceland, and I thought I would try these tonight for the boys' dinner. So we've got some barbecue beef flavoured like hula hoop potatoes, and some pickled onion space raiders. I'm not sure what they're going to be like, but I'll show you once they're cooked. So here they are out of the oven. You've got your little beef hula hoops, some onion rings, and then some little pickled heads. We just tried one, me and Steve, and they've got a funny aftertaste, so you can definitely taste the kind of pickly, vinegary. Nice though, quite, you know, if you like that kind of thing. And then they're just having a piece of fish with it, a nice easy freezer dinner. Just thought I would add in one of my breakfasts that I've just made, just because it looks pretty. So I've got a toasted bagel, and we have got some cheese, some vine tomatoes, and some onion in there. Also a little bit of mayo, and I've just popped it on our grill, so it's gone all nice and crispy on the top. And then I'm serving it with some rocket and some of the Nando's chili jam, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. So this is my breakfast. Right, so I'm just starting some meal prep for the next few nights, just because I'm trying to eat a bit better, like make better choices, and I find it easier if everything's prepared. So I've got some of this multi-green rice steam bag. So we've got broccoli, curly kale. Why do I always say curly kale? Because it is curly kale. Spinach, courgettes and seaweed. So we've got 4 bags of this. I don't know why, I just didn't think it was curly, but it is. I've got a bag of corn pieces, garlic, fresh chilli, red pepper, and then I'm just going to season it with some of these spices. We've got medium tikka curry powder, onion granules, some of this bouillon powder, and some soy sauce. I'm just going to mix it all together. I'm going to start off by heating up my soy sauce a little bit, and I'm only going to put a couple of sprays of oil, if I can find it, spray oil, and then I'm going to fry off my garlic, my peppers and my chilli, and then pop the rest in, and that's basically it, and pop some seasonings on. in my chilli and garlic and let that get a little bit warmed through. Then add in my other ingredients. So I've just mixed in my corn, my kale, whatever it is, rice, kale, seaweed, all that kind of stuff, rice. And then I'll just bung in some seasonings, like a few teaspoons of each. I haven't added any salt because that stock powder is actually quite salty. I've also got some soy sauce. And then I'm just going to portion this up into some tubs. I'm just doing some lunch and I decided to make a Subway. But I'm going to pop it in the air fryer instead of putting the oven on because we've only got a couple of them to do. So I've just opened up a sub roll. There's some Gouda cheese, some chicken, ham and some pepperoni. And then I'm just going to pop it in here for like, I don't know, sort of 8 minutes maybe. And then close it up and hopefully it will be like the sort of toasting effect of a Subway. But I'll show you once I've done it. So I've decided to close the subs because obviously it's an air fryer, meaning it uses air, which means the pepperoni just flies around and ends up all over the place. But if you close them, it works really well. And they come out quite nice. This one was the one that was open, so it's kind of got pepperoni juice on it. But yeah, it's gone nice and like melty, and it works in an air fryer. Just make sure you shut them first. They've gone crispy as well. Yeah, I would definitely do these in the air fryer again. They've gone really, really well, and it saves you putting your oven on. So there we go, air fried Subways.